Greetings and salutations, Wishkitty folk. Welcome back to your Soul Driven, Soul Intended channel, where I am your host, coach, and creator of all things Soul Driven, Soul Intended, including my podcast, Spiritually Logic, formerly known as Soul Driven Podcast. So, oh God, what a transformative time that we're in. For the divine and chosen ones. Whew. I can't even begin to explain, but transformative, profound, and truly divine are some of the words that I can come up with. Just going to go ahead and get right into it and see what Spirit has to say or to convey to the collective, including me. Sometimes I need a word even. And we're going to get right into it with the forecasting of energies, and from there we'll get into the cards, okay? Well, let's get into it, folks. So, this came out actually on a spread that I threw for myself yesterday. Wow. Okay, so on two of the dice we have 2. You know that for my numerology, 2 represents union, companionship, and partnership energy on a soul level, regardless if that is coming into union or partnership within business, friendships, platonic friendships, romantic relationships, familial relationships, or just coming into union with self. 144 on the clock. That energy is available to us all. Reducing 2 to 1 is coming into leadership, and new beginnings, as well as representing the emotional body, how we feel about the things that we are currently going through or have gone through, going back as far as childhood traumas. Okay, so that's 2 on 2 dices, and then on the final dice we have 4 representing the foundation space and energy, the things that our lives on a soul level are built on, our idealisms and belief systems. 222 on the clock. Reducing 4 to 2 takes us right back to union, companionship, and partnership energy. Further reducing 2 to 1 takes us right back to leadership, leadership energy, new beginnings, and the emotional body. Okay, so with all of that added up together, we have an overall energy of 8. 8 being an infinite number of healing, of strength, tenacity, abundance. Amen. We can reduce 8 to 4, which takes us right back down to the foundation space and energy. Reducing 4 to 2, 303 on the clock, which takes us right back to union, companionship, and partnership energy. And then further reducing 2 to 1, which takes us right back down to new beginnings, leadership, 313 on the clock, and the emotional body. So 8 encompasses a plethora of energies rolled up into one. Okay, so with that said and done, we are going to go ahead and get into these cards to dissect some of these energies that we, the collective, the divine and chosen ones, have been dealing with or can expect to deal with in the near future, or however. So it comes out. All of my readings are timeless, so whenever you come across this, it shall be for you. Alrighty. Now I'll do 2 rows of 4 principal cards instead of 3. Okay. So let's get into it. Okay. At the bottom of the card is 9 of Cups in the reverse, which speaks to a desire of love and moving to the next step or next phase in a relationship with someone in your heart, home, family aspects. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. This can speak to self having that desire, or it can even reflect someone having the desire or calling us into them, however it resonates for you. Okay, 4:44 on the clock. Okay, so with that said, the first card, which you can't see it because it's kind of rubbed out, but I can see it, is the Two of Wands. This is the communicator, This speaks to new communication coming in, usually regarding some sort of spiritual aspect, including intuition, creativity, knowledge and wisdom, communication, and the emotional body, Mercury energy. Okay, so this speaks to one can expect some new communication to come in from an outside source, or on the flip side, some new communication can be coming from within, in terms of intuition coming in, or possibly some sort of prophetic or lucid dreams, okay, which remains to be seen. We'll get into the energy further as we get into the reading. But again, Two of Wands, the communicator, new communication or even ideas coming in regarding the spiritual aspects, including intuition, creativity, knowledge, wisdom, communication, and the emotional body. Once again, this communication can be coming from an outside source or from within. Again, 2 being a number of coming into union, companionship, and partnership energy, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries energy. The second card up is the Ten of Swords. We know that this Ten of Swords represents the dark night of the soul. So collective, a lot of you have been experiencing a dark night of the soul type of situation, or are even coming out of a dark night of the soul experience on the reverse side of the Ten of Swords. So it's important to take that energy where it resonates. We know that the dark night of the soul is an extremely profound and intense spiritual experience on a soul level. One moment. Excuse me, y'all, for that. Quite thirsty. So again, we know that, one second, sorry about that, collective. So once again, we know that the dark night of the soul is a very profound and intense spiritual experience that addresses the shadow aspects that we have experienced and gone through in our lives on a soul level. So this speaks to a lot of things that we have experienced and have suppressed, so far deep-seated that sometimes we don't even remember that we have gone through or have experienced such oftentimes soul-numbing and stagnating events in our lives. Again, this can speak to childhood traumas and things of that nature. So collective, a lot of you are either experiencing and are in the midst of a dark night of the soul experience, or you are coming out of the dark night of the soul experience, in which, coming out of a dark night of a soul experience, you can expect new communications to be coming through, some new revelations on a soul level, either from within or about you from an outside source. Okay, moving on to the third principal card on the top row, we have the King of Cups. The King of Cups represents the provider in the sense and energy of one being the father type, or being within the father type energy, father, husband, or possibly even lover when paired with the Two of Cups and the Queen of Cups. Okay, so this represents again that father, that husband, that lover energy, in the form and sense of being a provider, divine masculine energy. Now we know that energy is fluid, so you don't have to be a man to be in the King of Cups energy. You can be a female inhabiting and possessing and being in the energy of a King of Cups. Okay, so again, take the energy where it resonates. And it's important to remember that when we talk about divine feminine and masculine energy, it is not always subjective to sexual gender, because once again, energy is fluid. Okay, it can go either or. It pertains to either or. For example, a mother can be mainly in a divine masculine energy, okay, therefore could read as divine masculine King of Cups. but it's actually a female in gender, and vice versa for a father. Okay, so again, we're dealing with the heart, home, and family aspects when we're talking about the King of Cups energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Okay, so this King of Cup energy can be hold or dwell within someone who is Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or otherwise heavily aspected, or it doesn't even have to be a water sign. Okay, moving forward, we have what's here. We have the Queen of Wands. This is the High Priestess energy. Queen of Wands, High Priestess. So this is one who is highly intuitive and walking in the receptive mode, allowing the attraction of one's spiritual aspects to come in and be attracted to him or her. Okay, 10:44 on the clock, otherwise 1:44 chosen ones. So we're talking about the High Priestess energy. Okay, allowing the attraction of one's intuitive promptings, creative sparks, knowledge and wisdom, communication, and the emotional body. Okay, again, we're dealing with divine feminine energy, regardless if it's male or female in gender, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries energy. Okay, so moving on to the first principal card on the bottom row, we have the Queen of Pentacles. This is the benefactor. Again, divine feminine energy, resting in the allowing and the attraction of one's finance, business, and property aspects. One moment. Yes, I'm extremely thirsty, so excuse me. I just got back from our walk not too long ago. So again, we're dealing with the Queen of Pentacles, the benefactor, divine feminine energy. So we know that with the divine feminine energy, we attract. Okay, so this energy is not chasing the bag. And as I often say, why would you chase the bag? Because when you're chasing something, it's running away from you. And people these days aren't cognizant of that notion. You're chasing after something because it's running away. 12:12 on the clock. Why chase after something that's running away as opposed to attracting it? Okay, resting in that divine feminine energy, being all that and a bag of chips with cheese and meat, and attract that bag to you. Chill and let that thing come to you, as opposed to chasing something that's running away. Because if you ask me, if something is running away, something or somebody, and you're chasing after it, that's a bit obsessive and kind of scary. Okay, because that thing or person is telling you that they don't want to be caught, but you say, fuck that, I'm chasing you anyway. That's kind of stalkerish, if you ask me. Okay, so again, Queen of Pentacles, the benefactor, attracting the bag. We ain't chasing after shit. Okay, we're attracting it to us. Queen of Pentacles, the benefactor, finance, business, property aspects, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy, earth sign energy. Amen. Amen. So next up we have the Six of Wands. This is the seeker. Okay, seeking the higher pursuit of spirituality, intuition, creative sparks, knowledge and wisdom, communication, and the emotional body. 13:33 on the clock. Okay, so this is someone who is seeking higher wisdom, higher knowledge, is seeking higher spirituality and creativity for the higher good and expansion of self and others in order to be of service. So this is someone who is seeking and wanting to communicate more effectively, to learn and deal with their emotional body more effectively, again, so that they can be of proper service to self and the collective. 14:14 on the clock. We know that 6 is being a number of finding and maintaining balance. Whatever that balance is for you may not be the same type of balance for someone else. So as I always say, it's important not to calibrate what your balance is by looking at someone else. Simply mind your business, okay? What they got going on over there, does not concern you. Okay, 1441 on the clock. When you look for balance, 1444 on the clock. When you look for balance, it's important to go within and calibrate to self and the Holy Spirit of the Most High. Okay, because when you try to calibrate to what someone else has going on, you can be quite fucked up. Okay, because you're minding someone else's business instead of your own. Amen. Amen. So next up, we have the Queen of Swords. Okay, this can be the shadow goddess, so to speak, as well as representing energy from the Black Widow. Okay, now the shadow goddess, as I call it at this time, is higher vibrational energy. This is someone who is sharp, divine feminine energy. And I said shadow goddess, but I actually meant the warrior goddess, okay? Because the Queen of Swords represents divine feminine justice, okay? 1555 on the clock. Justice, righteousness, so to speak, okay? This energy can come off as being somewhat of a shadow aspect, meaning that this divine feminine energy is, kind of straight to the point, okay, and sharp. It is very wise, very strong, even in leadership in the divine feminine aspect. But this energy in the upright position, in the high vibrational position, takes no bullshit, suffers no fools. You know what I'm saying? It can seem quite cold and haughty, so to speak, if you will, but never operates in the space and energy of ill intention, okay? This energy never sets out to steal, kill, and destroy from someone else. It never seeks out to intentionally hurt someone else, okay? This energy minds their own business until justice is required, okay? So this can represent divine feminine energy in the sense of the judicial system, the police, even a judge, feminine judge, or police woman, and again, warrior goddess energy, someone, a divine feminine energy who is willing to go to war for what's his or hers on a soul level, willing to protect what's his or hers on a soul level, okay? We're dealing with swords, which represents not only the justice aspect, but the soul space, which is the total embodiment of who we are as spiritual, soul-driven beings having a physical and human experience. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. We know that Libra is the justice and the balance within the zodiac, okay? So again, Queen of Swords, the warrior goddess. Now on the lower vibrational side of this card energy is the Black Widow. We know that the Black Widow is obsessive energy, someone who is stalking, who's always watching, always minding someone else's business, because usually this energy has no business of their own, so they're always up in yours. They're always operating in ill intent with malice, malevolent, malicious, deceitful, manipulative motives. This energy and the beholder of this energy in the Queen of Swords in reverse, the Black Widow, is oftentimes seeking to steal, kill, and destroy. Always seeking to take from someone else and make it his or hers, because they don't have anything of their own. So they have to take from someone else, okay? So if this energy resonates with you, if you are if you are being victimized by this energy, I say heads up, whether you know it or not, because this energy could possibly be on your heels and is definitely watching you. Or if you are the beholder of this energy and you're moving with ill intent towards someone else, I rebuke you. Okay, and I return all that evil intent and energy to sender tenfold, because, bitch, you are wrong. Get your own shit and stop riding other people's, okay, who are working hard for theirs, or who have a God-given birthright and inheritance, okay? It's theirs. It's not yours. You don't have a right to it. So stop feeling entitled to some shit that is not rightfully yours. And I say that to the lower vibrational Black Widow energy. Again, Queen of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. Now here we have the Eight of Wands, okay? This represents the fixed mind, okay? This is someone who is operating in stubborn energy, that is highly confused is a high level of confusion and stubborn and obstinate energy. Okay, this card also reflects one having conflict and problems with relationships in their lives at this time. Dealing with the spiritual aspects, including intuition, creativity, knowledge and wisdom, communication, and the emotional body. Okay, so with this card coming out in the reverse, this speaks to one being considerably confused within and stubborn within. They could possibly be going back and forth with some things within, and is being stubborn about coming to some type of resolution or resolve. Okay, this can also point to self being the cause of this high state of confusion and being stubborn, and being the cause of this conflict and problems with the loved ones or relationships that one has in their lives at this time. Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries energy. Once again, we know 8 being a number of infinite energy. So there's healing being called to this situation at this time. This is an extreme sense of energy, of confusion, stubbornness, and having conflict and problems within one's relationships with others. Okay, so with that said and done, we are going to go ahead and start to clarify some of these energies to get a better idea of what's going on with the collective at this time. Okay, and it's important to take the energies where it resonates. Don't try to make an energy or storyline fit where it doesn't. It's important to know what energy and situation that you are in. So coming out to clarify once again is the Two of Wands in the upright. Two of Wands, the communicator. Once again, new communication coming in regarding, that's confirmation right there, regarding the spiritual aspects, intuition, creativity, knowledge and wisdom, communication, and the emotional body. So you can expect to receive some sort of new communication on a spiritual level. Most likely, when we look at the Queen of Wands, more than likely coming in intuitively. Okay, so this is a very important time for you to listen to your intuition, for you to follow your intuitive promptings, for you to allow your intuition and intuitive promptings to come in. You may be seeing 22 at this time as a synchronization. If you are seeing 22, that could be a sign that this message is for you, collective. Next clarifying card coming out is the Queen of Pentacles in the upright. So that's, we have 2 Queen of Pentacles on the deck right now, so there's definitely some prosperity and abundance that you are attracting, collective. Those of you who are resting in the divine feminine energy of the benefactor and allowing the attraction of the bag to come to you. You're attracting the bag and not chasing it. Okay, the next clarifying card is the Page of Cups, the Cupid card. So there's new love on the horizon. So a new offer is coming in from an outside source. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, energy, heart, home, family aspects. Queen of Pentacles, the benefactor, finance, business, property aspects. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy. Okay, and the Six of Cups in the upright, this is the peacemaker in the heart, home, and family aspects. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, speaking to peace, harmony, and bliss, being in the heart, home, and family aspects. All is well in your heart, home, and family. There is peace, there is harmony, okay, there is bliss to be had. Six of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck in reverse. Six of Pentacles speaks to being financially responsible within your finance, business, property aspects. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy is coming out in the reverse because some of you, if not a lot of you, collective, are not being financially responsible at this time, and Spirit is calling you to be so. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and revisit the Two of Wands quickly. Okay, so we know that there's some new communication coming in, more than likely in regards to your intuition. So you need to be very mindful to be in that divine feminine energy to allow the reception of this new communication to come in and to better assist and guide you where needed. This new communication can be in regard to some financial or business aspects, or probably, even in regard to some property aspects, okay? It can definitely be in regard to some spiritual aspects when looking at the Six of Wands in the upright, the seeker, okay? So as you are seeking spiritual knowledge and wisdom, or seeking some sort of communication, or seeking some sort of clarity within your emotional body, or creatively, just remember to allow that the reception of that communication to come in, because so as you seek and ask, it will be given to you. You just have to be in an emotional or in an energetical vibration in order to receive it, okay? For those of you who are in or coming out of your dark nights of the soul experience, it's important, again, for you to remain receptive so that you can receive this knowledge and communication in regard to this profound soul experience, okay? Because there's clarity to be had for you if you are or have experienced this dark night of the soul. Okay, so again, Queen of Pentacles, the benefactor, money coming in. Okay, so once again, you need to be mindful to allow the attraction of that money to come in. This money, this prosperity and abundance could help you or your divine counterpart to provide for the heart, home, and family aspects when clarifying the King of Cups, okay, the provider, okay. This money coming in could also clarify one being in warrior goddess mode and energy to protect these finances, this prosperity and abundance on a soul level. Or this could also be the very reason that the Black Widow has his or her eye set on you, collective. Take whatever resonates, okay, for you, okay? And moving on to the third clarifier, this Page of Cups. This offer coming in, this Page of Cups is my Cupid card, okay? So someone is coming in to satisfy your heart, home, and family needs, okay, collective. This could be coming in the form of a King of Cups, a husband, a lover, a father, coming in once again to the heart, home, family aspects. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, okay, Leo, Sagittarius energy, okay. So you want to be in, again, a mode to receive this energy that's coming in, okay. Incidentally, if you already have a King of Cups in your life, this could pretend to you, again, going into warrior goddess mode, protecting your divine counterpart or your divine masculine on a soul level, Okay, this can also speak to the Black Widow having his or her eyes set on your King of Cups. Or if you are the King of Cups, this Black Widow could have their eyes set on you in order to take this prosperity and abundance that's coming in and that you are attracting. Okay, so it's important for you to use discernment and to be mindful of what is going on around you and the energies that are around you. Intuitively, you will feel if something is or is not right for you. So it's again very important for you to allow the attraction of the high priestess energy to come in, because there is some intuitive promptings coming in at this time. You just have to allow it in the forms of new communications coming from within or about your energetical field collective. Again, take it where it resonates. Okay, Six of Cups, the fourth clarifying card. So there's new communication coming in, could definitely bring peace, harmony, and bliss to your heart, home, and family aspects. Okay, excuse me, my mouth is so dry. Okay, so once again, it's very important for you to allow this intuitive prompting to come in. Okay, you have to listen to your own intuition and be guided by it. Okay, you could be in a time of having all of this high level confusion and stubbornness that's causing conflict and problems with your relationships. Okay, with you allowing the reception of these intuitive promptings could be the very thing to bring the peace, the harmony, and the bliss into your heart, home, and family aspects, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, and allow you to find the balance within the six, the number six. Remember, six is finding and maintaining balance. Okay, so it's very important. Okay, stop being stubborn and listen to the intuitive promptings that is coming in at this time, because it can save your marriage, it can save your relationships. Okay, but you have to allow it. This card that just jumped out is the Ace of Pentacles. We know that the Ace of Pentacles is abundance. Okay, so this Ace of Pentacles is coming out to clarify, to further clarify the Two of Wands. Okay, so as I said earlier, there could be some new communication coming in that will allow you to benefit from and attract a larger bag. Okay, I cannot make that shit up, because this Ace of Pentacles is coming out to further clarify the Two of Wands, the communicator, the new communication, and incidentally is diagonal from the Queen of Pentacles, the benefactor. Okay, so for some of you, this new communication coming in is going to allow you to cultivate and attract a larger bag in the form of generational wealth, going on and on and on for generations and generations and generations to come. Abundance, finance, business, property, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy. Okay, Two of Cups. Okay, it says Pentacles here, but until I get my other decks, because this is a temporary deck, you see that Cups is written up there. So this is Two of Cups. Okay, so there's definitely a lucrative partnership that's on the horizon for some of you all in regard to your King of Cups. Okay, this could be a very lucrative pairing, with this coming out to further clarify the Queen of Pentacles, the benefactor. Okay, so yes, there is a highly lucrative and beneficial divine pairing that is out there for a lot of you. Divine collective, a divine masculine and divine feminine pairing. Okay, So you definitely want to be on the lookout for that and not to be so guarded. You want to listen to your intuitive promptings, listen to your intuition, okay? Use discernment when this offer comes in, okay? Because this offer, this unionship, this companionship, this union, this partnership could definitely be divine, and it can possibly be karmic, okay? Because this Two of Cups is coming out to further clarify the Queen of Pentacles, the benefactor, but right next to it we have the King of Cups, okay, which I feel is the divine pairing, but we also have the Queen of Swords in the high vibrational resonance of that clarification. It could be the warrior goddess protecting this union, willing to go to war over this union. But on the flip side, the lower vibrational side of this is the Black Widow. Okay, so the Black Widow could possibly be sneaking and making its way in to a King of Cups who is actually within his or her divine feminine energy, attracting prosperity and abundance. And because of that, this Queen of Swords in the form of the Black Widow has his or her eyes set on that person and their prosperity and abundance. Okay, if that is not the case, then this warrior goddess energy is willing to protect and to go to war for their divine masculine or divine feminine, take it where it resonates, in the form of this Queen or King of Cups, excuse me, who is attracting this prosperity and abundance. Okay, so again, take it where it resonates with this Page of Cups, the Cupid card. Okay, this could be a new relationship. Okay, so coming out to further clarify the King of Cups, the Page of Cups is the Six of Pentacles, being financially responsible, being fiscally responsible, which means keeping your eye out for any karmic energy, more than likely in the form of the Black Widow within the Queen of Swords energy in the reverse, in its lower vibrational energy. Okay, you have to be financially responsible to protect your generational wealth, not only for self but for your lineage and descendants thereof. Again, 6 being a number of finding and maintaining balance. Okay, we have the Nine of Wands coming out in the upright. This is contentment. Progress is being made. So this coming out tells me that a lot of you collective are moving in your divine right. You are listening to your intuitive promptings. You are creating something on a spiritual aspect that is going to benefit not only you, but the collective and your descendants as well. Okay, so congratulations to you. Whatever steps you are taking, it's bringing about contentment. Progress is being made in regard to your spirituality, intuition, creativity, knowledge and wisdom, communication, and the emotional body. So keep moving forth. We know that 9 is a number of rounding the end of a cycle, going toward completion, closing out a cycle and moving on to your new beginning. Okay, so yes, progress is definitely being made. Okay, I feel like some of you are getting into that emotional body, clearing out some of this muck, and is bringing more of peace and harmony within your heart, home, and family aspects. Leo, Sagittarius energy, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Okay, so we have 4 of Swords at the bottom of the deck, which reminds you to keep balance on a soul level. Okay, especially when it pertains to your business. Keep balance. Okay, if need be, take a step back to rest and rejuvenate in order to gain a more refreshed perspective on what's going on within your lives on a soul level. Okay, alrighty, so let's see here. I'm going to switch over to my Egyptian deck for the Kemetic gods and goddesses. Okay, Spirit, what do we further have to say for the collective? Okay, so we have the King of Swords, Seth, God Seth. Okay, so this is definitely warrior God type energy coming out to pair with the Queen of Swords, the warrior goddess. So we definitely have some justice going on in the physical level. At this time, this can be a divine pairing with the King and Queen of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. So this can definitely be a divine pairing with these two cards being out on the deck. This can also speak to, again, judiciary justice in the form of physical justice, judge, jury, officers, police officers in the right to serve and protect. Okay, so with these two cards coming out, there can definitely be some lower vibrational energy of someone setting out to usurp and take someone's prosperity and abundance, particularly possibly this King of Cups, who is in the benefactor energy of receiving some sort of inheritance or birthright. So there could definitely be some lower vibrational Black Widow energy who has their eyes set on and has been obsessively watching and tracking the moves of this King of Cups, this divine masculine energy. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This could definitely be someone who is already in a relationship with this Two of Cups. This is the Lover's card. Okay, so this could definitely be someone who is even in fact in a union within this King and Queen of Sword energy. Okay, so take it how it resonates. The Fool, Apprentice in reverse. So someone is definitely being a fool in this situation, because I feel like that this divine pairing within this King and Queen of Swords is definitely a divine union, and there is definitely a Black Widow who has their eyes set out on this King of Cups in order to come in and infiltrate this union, possibly try to break this union up so that the beholder of this energy can replace the Queen of Swords, the warrior goddess, with their energy, the Black Widow, to come in, infiltrate, and take this prosperity and abundance. But I feel like that this divine union is highly protected by the divine, the Most High, and they are going to get a lesson dealt to themselves by being a fool in this situation. Okay, so I feel like this Black Widow doesn't quite know what he or she is getting themselves into, and could quite possibly be throwing themselves into a dark night of the soul. Okay, Five of Pentacles is coming out, so there's a change in finance that is going to come about. This change, being that it's the Five of Pentacles, is usually a change for one's higher good and expansion. So if this divine couple of the King and Swords, King and Queen of Swords, is not yet in this energy of having this prosperity and abundance in the form of abundance, they are getting ready to be in that energy with some sort of divine justice, an inheritance. I feel like an inheritance or birthright is coming in within this divine union and pairing. Okay, and this Black Widow is looking to intercept that, but it's not going to happen. Okay, because why is it not going to happen? With this Page of Wands coming out, Anubis energy, one is grateful and appreciative of all things. 4404 on the clock, otherwise 444. Okay, And another thing that this Page of Wands speaks to is that one is divinely guided and protected, 4414 on the clock. So as long as this divine union and pairing is walking in their purpose and design, they are always divinely guided and protected, which means it goes back to what I just said. This Black Widow has no chance of infiltrating and intercepting this prosperity and abundance that's coming into this divine pairing. One, because both of them are divine beings and both of them are warrior gods and goddesses. 4444 was just on the clock. So this Black Widow energy has no idea what he or she is getting into. And like I said before, they're a damn fool if they believe they are going to get this bag. This energy may even be trying to access and utilize dark magic. Again, you're a fool, because this is a divine couple and pairing that you're trying to infiltrate. And with this Five of Swords in the upright coming out, this is the breakup artist putting an abrupt ending to one or another. So there's going to be an abrupt ending coming to this Queen of Swords. Okay, this Black Widow energy, not the warrior goddess, but the Black Widow energy, definitely coming to the Black Widow. Now, the Black Widow could be having or setting their sights to bring an abrupt ending to this union of the King of Swords and Queen of Swords, the warrior god and goddess, but it's not going to happen. That energy is going to be reversed and returned to sender, and is going to put an abrupt ending to the Black Widow on a soul level, because you're messing with Libra, divine justice and balance in the zodiac. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. Okay, Ace of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so you're messing with an empress. This warrior goddess is an empress. Okay, the Ace of Wands in the reverse, that's Empress energy, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries energy, spiritual aspects, intuition, creativity, knowledge, and wisdom, the emotional body, communication. Okay, so you think that you're going to get over on this divine union. This Empress is going to come in and show you, Black Widow, what it's all about. I am feeling that this Empress is the beholder of Sekhmet energy. That's the warrior goddess energy in Egypt, the protector and the avenger of the pharaohs. Okay, breathing a fiery breath of sand, causing a sandstorm. Okay, this energy you don't want to fuck with, because Sekhmet is bloodthirsty and will come and fuck your shit up if you come for his or her pharaoh. Two of Swords. Okay, so there's definitely someone being fake and phony with this Two of Swords. This Two of Swords is the mask. Okay, this Two of Swords is coming on top of the Queen of Wands, the High Priestess. So someone is definitely trying to use spell work. Okay, more than likely this Queen of Sword in the reverse, this Black Widow. Okay, because we know that the High Priestess is highly intuitive. Okay, very knowledgeable and effective within one's spiritual giftings and talents, has a lot of knowledge and wisdom, communicates effectively, and is in control of their emotional body. But with this Two of Swords, the mask coming out on top of this Queen of Wands, the High Priestess, this tells the opposite. Okay, this could be someone who is knowledgeable within one's spiritual gifts, but from the occult point of view, meaning that this person studies and is knowledgeable in the dark arts, okay, for ill intent. So this energy is belonging to that of the Black Widow in the Queen of Swords reverse energy. Okay, so this person is definitely doing some sort of spell work in order to infiltrate this King of Sword and Queen of Sword, the warrior god and goddess union. It definitely has their eyes set on this King of Cups to infiltrate and perpetrate, possibly doing spell work against this King of Cups in order to cause some type of rift in union in order to gain access to this prosperity and abundance that comes in the form of generational wealth and abundance, okay? But again, this dark high priestess, this black widow, has no idea what he or she is getting themselves into. Okay, coming out, this is the Four of Wands in reverse, the Temperance card. Okay, so this energy is imbalanced in using practicality and logic with one's spiritual aspects. Okay, imbalanced. So the beholder of this energy is quite erratic and illogical, making ill-gotten moves that is going to serve against him or her at the end of the day. You are picking a battle with someone that you are not prepared for. Okay? Five of Wands in the reverse. A need to reset. Okay? In regard to spiritual aspects, intuition, creativity, so on and so forth. Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries energy. Okay? So there's a lot of fire sign energy here. So this counterpart could be fire signs, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, or it could very well be air sign or heavily aspected either or with either of these energies, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy. But this is definitely a spiritual warfare going on, because this Queen of Swords, this dark high priestess, is not wanting to give up, okay? And is, again, quite ill-tempered, imbalanced, is not in control of his or her own facilities, okay? And needs to reset from within with this Five of Wands coming out in the reverse, the renovator. Okay, and possibly divine masculine and feminine. You all may need to reset as well in order to combat and foil the attempts of this black widow or dark high priestess. Okay, so this could either be the high priest, dark high priestess, and black widow within one, or this black widow can be enlisting the help of a separate being that is a dark high priestess, either or. Okay, let's see here. But at the end of the day, this is the Nine of Wands in reverse. At the end of the day, with this Nine of Wands in reverse, okay, the Nine of Wands speaks to contentment, progress is being made. But with this coming out in the reverse, this lower vibrational energy, entity, and being is not content, okay? Because for some of you, I feel like that you all have already received this intuitive prompting with the high priestess of the high vibrational resonance coming in, and has alerted you to this lower vibrational energy that's coming in, trying to usurp this divine union and cause chaos and havoc within this King of Cups. Okay, so you all who have resonated with this energy and have already received this intuitive prompting did what you needed to do in order to foil the attempts of this Black Widow and Dark High Priestess, and is now having them digress in their attempts, okay? And is putting them in a dark night of the soul with this 10 of Swords coming out. The dark night of the soul, 10 being a number of completion. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy, okay? Page of Swords, so back, okay? So yeah. They could have probably been trying to use some sort of water magic, because this Page of Swords represents the alligator god in the Egyptian times, and is in reference to the Nile River that ran dry. Your well has run dry. Dark High Priestess, Black Widow. Okay, because what you thought you were going to get from this divine union with this warrior god and goddess, you're not going to get. You are waging war against a warrior god and goddess. How much of a fool can you be? Like, seriously. Okay, it's not going to happen. Okay, your well has literally ran dry. Okay, you tried to put this death bite on this union and do your death roll to tear it apart, but it's not going to work. And at the bottom of the deck, you are now in uncertain times within your finances, business, and your property. You're losing out. Can't make this shit up. Okay? Can't make this shit up. Because what? I knew it. I knew it. Even though this hasn't come out, there's divine cosmic karma that's being served because you were in fact trying to do dark magic. This is the master magician in reverse. Someone was doing dark magic, but cosmic karma and justice prevailed because I knew it. Sekhmet went into warrior mode to protect her king, his or her king. That's the Queen of Swords. This is Sekhmet. You see it? Sekhmet energy right there. And there's now peace and harmony within the heart, home, and family aspects. A large financial blessing coming in. Okay? Wow. Let's see what else is coming out. Y'all some treacherous beings. Always trying to take something that doesn't belong to you. Okay? It's not yours. Cultivate something on your own if you can. Get into your own energy if you can, but obviously you can't. Okay? Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. Warrior god, goddess energy. I told you, Sekhmet came out. Page of Wands, the grateful, always divinely guided and protected, bitch. The fuck? Ten of Pentacles, the world, the money tree. They're getting their Ten of Pentacles. You're not. Okay? Queen of Cups in reverse, the nurturer. So you possibly came in trying to present yourself as a false Queen of Cups. But we now know that you're not. Okay? The Page of Swords, the finesser and narcissist. Okay? You came in to sweeten, to pretend that you were something that you're not. You probably even tried to pair up with someone who is younger than you and try to have them come in as a finesser, probably trying to divert the attention of the divine Queen of Swords. Okay? So you possibly try to divert her attention, distract her, him or her, so that you can come in and swoop the attention of the King of Cups or the King of Swords. But Spirit says, for never, that will never work, bitch. You failed. You're a gypsy. You move from home to home in order to rape and pillage and steal, kill, and destroy. You're a gypsy in the lower vibrational sense of the word. You operate in duality, okay? The conditional quality of being dual, showing two sides of the same coin, wearing this false mask. I can't make this shit up. The conditional quality of being dual, contrast of two aspects or qualities. You're not one within. 3D to 5D, okay? You operate in the 3D, but this divine pairing and union operate in the 5D, where you cannot reach them. They will not experience any ghosts or spirits of a lower vibrational essence in their union. There is no question on who's the daddy, because you are not authentic. You do not operate in authenticity, okay? And you will not have them crying in the dark. One more. They're slow to anger, therefore they can see things with clarity. Okay? And they operate in a oneness, in a union. What is oneness? The state of being unified and whole. Your duality cannot infiltrate that. So get your head up out your ass, bitch. Okay? Because you tried to set them up and put them in a trap, but it didn't work. Why? Because they are chain breakers. I cannot make this shit up. Spirit says one more. And they're transparent in transparency. Okay? You won't be able to foil them. They are the Phoenix couple. They live, die, and are reborn each and every time, as well as them being the gatekeeper. You cannot foil them. So you did try to possibly rape or molest them, set one or the other up to be raped, possibly by that narcissist, okay? You do not operate in the law of attraction, so you can't infiltrate them. There's no place for you to run and hide. There's no secret place for you, okay? And on that note, I'm going to go ahead and end that collective. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you want to enlist me for any of my services, whether it be personal intuitive readings, coaching sessions, virtual Reiki healing, or one of my online coaching courses, the information is in the description box below. I love you all. And remember to be discerning and listen to your intuition, because there are definitely goons and goblins on the outside who have no business of their own trying to infiltrate and pillage yours, okay? So be careful, be blessed, and know that you are always divinely guided and protected, okay?